Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Starburst Sardaukar. And last time, oh boy, we ran into one heck of a brick wall. Literally, we ran into an Atlas. And we actually managed to take it. In fact, there's now 2 Atlas parts currently sitting in the hold of our ship. So we would like to expand that at some point because more assault mechs would be fun. However, we did lose the Rapier, and the Rapier was kind of, I almost want to say, an unsung hero of the Lance. It was accurate, it was fast, it was hard hitting as all heck thanks to its twin Thunderbolts, and it's gone. And unfortunately, Darius was not able to recover the mech, which was kind of frustrating. So we are now currently sitting in a situation where we've had to resort to some of our other not as good mechs. In fact, I've currently got a Firestarter in the middle of a total rework up as sort of like a fast rear assaulting assassin, and I'm not quite sure if we're ever going to actually use it, because hopefully we'll be able to replace it with, well, an actual medium or even a heavy mech in the near future. So, with that in mind, we've gone almost a month, more than a month probably, of just getting all of our mechs repaired and refitted. It took us about 3 weeks to get the Bushwhacker and the Phoenix Hawk fully patched up, so it's taken some time. All of our mech warriors have had some time to chill. We've gotten a couple of new upgrades on the Argo itself. But we're starting to get a little bit low on cash, so we decided that we're going to take a 1.5 skull mission for maximum monies. It was a 2.9 at the best salvage we could make it, or 817,000. So I decided to go with the cash on this one because I thought it made a little bit more sense. So, after a recent skirmish with our forces, the surviving units of a pirate lance escaped the battlefield. We believe they've managed to partially repair their mechs, and that means they're a loose end the planetary government would like to see tied off permanently. Track down these survivors and finish them off for good. So it's a pirate lance, which should hopefully mean that it's poorly armored. We're looking for ramshackle here, which is the only reason we pulled off last mission. But if we can take advantage of that, we might get a decent amount of cash out of this without too much damage. So Varangian is once again back. He's rocking the Bushwhacker, fully equipped out with massive amounts of flamers and an LB-20 autocannon. I keep meaning to swap this for a normal AC-20. The problem is the LB-20 has a +1 accuracy and ignore 1 pip of evasion, which makes it really good at hunting down lighter mechs, which we tend to run into a lot. And the flamers, they're really useful. Eventually you'll run out of ammo, but hey, we can do a pretty good job even without it. Starburst again in the Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk has lost both of its hands. It no longer actually has them. Sadly, they've both been destroyed, which means it's going to be a little less accurate. It also lost an entire arm with a large laser and a medium laser. We just slapped on the old ones, or just new versions of them, so no real change here. Punisher is rocking the Vindicator still. The Vindicator survived that battle with not a whole ton of damage. No major things taken off of it, so it's as it has been. And Synapse is coming once again in the Javelin. This is Varangian's old ride. Synapse is not exactly happy being in a mech that's going to have to get so close. And to be perfectly frank, Synapse's days are numbered in the company anyway, because we need to get rid of him because he's dishonest and he was stealing medical supplies. So, with all that in mind, let's go find this pirate group and kill them. I'm going to observe down all the way to the bottom. We're not evasive right now, but we don't have anything in range, so we may as well drop down as low as we can go. Alright, Synapse, get the sprint on going. It's quite fast, much faster. I don't want to say much faster, but it does feel like it's a lot faster than the Rapier was. But the Rapier really wasn't a scout mech anymore. We had really turned it into a fire support platform. That's what it would do, is it would walk up to you. Well, it wouldn't walk up to you. It would walk behind 3 hills away and lob missiles at you from maximum range. And it was pretty effective at doing that. So now that our lance is pretty entirely focused on getting a lot closer. Yeah, Punisher's Vindicator's a little bit of an exception to that. But we really try and get on top of people. Oh, the other thing that we lost on the Phoenix Hawk was we lost a double heatsink, which we don't have any to replace it, so I ended up pulling off all of her jump jets to throwing on a couple of normal heatsinks to fill that out. So she should still have the same heat generation, not quite as mobile. I'd like to get jump jets back on this mech, but that's probably not going to happen for a while. Now, one thing that I was kind of kicking myself for was after I had fully kitted out this new Firestarter, which has like a Null 6 system and XL engines and Guardian ECM, I realized I should have been throwing all that on this Javelin. Because the Javelin has a PPC, which is pretty gosh darn good, plus machine guns for a follow-up. They've proven to be quite accurate. So I really am a little bit annoyed at myself for not having thrown all of those goodies onto this instead to make it even better. Also, it doesn't have an XL engine, which means it's not vulnerable to being blown up. The Firestarter we've just built does have an XL engine, which means it's very vulnerable to being blown up. Alright, so once again, we are fighting our way up this mountain. We're becoming quite familiar with it, I'm afraid. And we've got 3 mechs currently in range. Now, one of the cool things of, if they are truly badly ramshackled, as the mission briefing suggests, then Varangian should have a really good time, because one of the things that LB autocannons do is they have a much better chance of causing criticals. So once you're through the armor, it can hurt quite badly. So let's see. Oh, doesn't actually show himself. We're going to reserve down. We'll let them make some moves. So we've got 2 medium mechs up here, which I'm kind of annoyed about. Although 2 of 9 probably wouldn't have made a difference. So we're going to drop all the way to the bottom before we reveal ourselves. We'll jump on top of their light. Hopefully crunch him down before he can do anything. Yep. Alright, Synapse, that means you. So let's sprint on into range. Get, ooh, only 1 spot is open. And it's an obstructed shot at that. We got a stinger. Okay, 2 medium lasers. So this is a real stock standard stinger. There's nothing here that really is any good. So we'll shut off... we'll cook it a little bit. So, missed with that, but we managed to hit with a couple of machine gun rounds. And he'll have to chill out just a little bit in the next one. Punisher, can you get a shot on him? Is there any place where you're going to get the range? No. Varangian, how about you? Oh, yes, Varangian being fast and nimble. He's going to have a shot. He's going to have a good shot with that LB autocannon. So, let's line him up and open fire. Oh, by the way, Varangian is now Gunnery 7. I was really, really tempted to throw him in Punisher's Vindicator, but the Vindicator is kind of Punisher's right at this point. It feels a little bit weird to want to do that. Can the Phoenix Hawk get in the range? It's generally pretty quick. Almost, not quite. It would be able to absorb some damage, which I don't think would be a good trade-off. So we're going to sprint out here into cover, give ourselves a decent amount of evasion, give ourselves some good protection, and Punisher's going to follow right behind. Just give him into cover so we're not as vulnerable to being blown up. After all, that last mission was... it was crazy. I was not expecting so much difficulty. Like, I never expected an assault mech to show up. Especially not an Atlas. That's the quintessential assault mech. So the Javelin already taken a hit early on despite his evasion, so Synapse proving to not be the most amazing driver ever. But we knew that. He, after all, is a thief. I am legitimately worked up about that a bit. I can't say fully legitimately worked up, but that really cut me to the quick. I mean, we brought this guy in, we gave him a home, and what does he do? He steals the supplies that would be required in order to help MechWarriors who are dying. So that's a really low thing. I think Synapse knows it because he's currently stuck at low spirits. I think he's like actually stuck at low spirits. All right, let's turn this stinger into mush. Or you could miss a lot of those autocannon shots, but still, on fire, burning, just got right through. He's gone. Oh, head hit, pilot injured too. So good job there. The Stinger's out of the fight. We're down to 2 medium mechs, and that was 33% of the Lance destroyed, and that's all the medium mechs are moving. So let's reveal ourselves to the enemy. Surprise! Gunslingers here. We've got an Enforcer, and that's a Griffin. Ooh, that looks like a good Griffin too. SRM6+++ and an ERPPC. This is indeed an old Starly Griffin. And you can kind of actually tell because I think he's got the twin missile pods. Let's zoom in. Zoom in a little bit closer. Yeah, he's got them twin missile pods. So it would have been nice to get the salvage for it, but at 2.9 salvage, you're not really getting anything out of that. Alright. So we'll have a random part that we'll be able to steal and see what we get. Enforcer's also a nice solid mech. In the stream campaign that we run, as the second half of our streams every single time we do stream at Wednesdays and Fridays, we actually managed to pick up an Enforcer, a special prototype Enforcer with a Gauss rifle. So that was a pretty fun grab. Let's fire our support weapons. Oh, nailed him. Punisher once again coming in with that support firepower. Always coming in. When you need it, he is there. So let's sprint on up here. We're going to get really close. Can I get any more evasion than just... Ooh. I feel like I'm not generating as much evasion as I should be. Only 3. He does have an ECM system on board this thing, so I'm not quite sure why that's the case. Alright, we blew off an arm and damaged a jump jet. That takes out his medium lasers. And we are cooking a little bit. Now you have to be careful with that Javelin. It does have a nasty habit of overheating quite a lot, which means you have to fall back on not heat-using weapons. And he is an ace pilot, so he's going to stride forward. That side is still vulnerable. Still incredibly vulnerable. However, I'm going to reserve down. Let's give him an opportunity to move. And the reason why I'm going to do that... Oh. Was that the important side of the mech? I'm gonna need a minute. That was not the important side of the mech. That was the side of the mech that we have no problem with losing. So, Synapse, the fact that you're getting pounded, I'm not super broken up about. You thief. Still angry about it. Still going to be salty about it for quite some time, unless he does something to redeem himself, which, in the last episode, he had a chance to. He honestly had a chance to save a lot of damage, and he failed, and so I don't care about him. I think he's getting all that he deserves.
Talk to me.
Do you have a shot here? You do have a shot here. You have a really good shot here. I'm just going to sit here.
Roger.
Blast him with more PPC firepower. A couple of machine guns at close range as well. Target acquired. I think we do need to jump, though. As much as I'd love to not and just stay there, we need to get on the move. He is heat critical. It's a bit of a problem. We're going to have to chill him out, but that's not too hard. You just don't fire the PPC on him.
I'm here.
And we'll come around of a really nice angle here.
All right.
Shooting the back of this Enforcer now. We are cooking a bit. Shut off one of those lasers. Yeah, they'll do the same, and the small laser plus is going to hit more often. 3 good hits, all penetrating armor. And was that an evasion loss? Not quite. But that's okay. Let's get Varangian a sprinting on up with his 7 gunnery. A really good shot here. Couldn't quite get around to the back, unfortunately, which would have given us plenty of critical chances. But this should be more than good enough. On fire. Oh, and he just cooks. Everything about that mech is on fire. Alright, back up to the top. Synapse, you're gonna run around and punch him in the back. Oh no, you're probably gonna explode. Huh. Yeah, you really are gonna explode. I'd dump ammo on you, but I can't do that in this game. 'Tis not an option. So we will, I suppose, move around to here. It's about our only actual option. It gets us out of sight. He will maneuver to get to sight of us. Brace down, but... Oh! MG explosion. Synapse is dead. Synapse has 2 mechs that you've ammo exploded. If he survives this, I'm probably going to fire him.
Armor breach.
I do not like Synapse. Not after what he did.
Waiting for
Alright,
orders.
Starburst. You're going to have a field day with this guy right in his back. Gotta get yourself a decent amount of evasion. Light everything up. We're cooking. Alright, that's a leg. I want the backs. I want to open up the back for more damage to him.
Scored a critical hit.
I'm not broken up at all about the javelin going down. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but there wasn't any good equipment on it.
I'm receiving you.
I suppose that's the nicest way of putting it. There's nothing that's any good on that javelin. I mean, yeah, the PPC that we probably lost. Actually, no, that was on the other side of the mech, so maybe not. So, did a decent amount of damage there.
That's a critical hit, lad.
But more importantly, let's get the actual critical dealer here. So we'll move him right here. Right up, lined up behind him. 99.1s across the board. He's got 2 open torsos with which he can deal damage. There is no XL engine, though, so he can't crit that. So just pound it. See what you do for heat. On fire, burning, Prometheus flame. Oh, there goes a left torso, a left arm. Side torso injury ignored. Interesting. He does get to move now. And he's going to take aim. Oh,
That shot did real damage.
that did do real damage. I am impressed.
You've got my attention.
Wow. Punisher, turn, and aim.
Moving out.
Take his head off.
Roger.
It did not take his head off. Oh, no, it did. We did hit him.
I'm too damned hot.
And you're going to chill out next turn, so you'll be fine.
Orders?
How's your armor? You have no CT armor. That's
I'm
cute.
here.
So we're going to take a lot more internal damage than I originally intended. That's going to be kind of expensive to fix. But we should be okay. Fire the lasers. It's a cash grab. That's all we're here for. There we go. 100%. Losing this mech's going to be expensive. If we lose the javelin, I don't know. I mean, we lost the rapier. I assume that Synapse is going to survive that. The ammo explosion was in the leg. It didn't go up to the head, so he should not be dead. He might be, but he shouldn't be. So 778,000, that'll get us back up over 1 million. Synapse is just injured for the next few days. It looks like we can save the mech, but I don't know. Damage to gyro, but the gyro is not exploded. That's good. We got the ERPPC. Oh, that's the best possible result. Yeah, that was a fantastic pickup. Okay, Varangian, your mech is finally getting an upgrade. Or not Varangian, Punisher. We're finally going to do something to the Vindicator. We have had this Vindicator since day 1. And we haven't done anything to it except add in some target-seeking additions. So, yeah, he's got to get his first major weapon upgrade. We're going to give him an ERPPC. ERPPCs don't have a minimum range. They fly even further, and wow, almost 100,000 and 9 days to repair. It does look... Yep, we saved the Javelin. Good job there. Nice work. I want that Vindicator up top because I need to patch it. Then the Pahoenix Hawk, and the Javelin after that because it'll be done before the Firestarter. Okay. Give me a day. 1 day. Thank you. Oh, we're also working on even more refit harnesses. We're almost done with our mech bay upgrades. Aside from mech bay 3, next we're probably going to get the repair scaffolding for mech bay 1. Because that'll be the final major purchase that we do, and we'll be done on these upgrades. Unless something gets opened up by the next tier of structural reinforcement and mech bay 3, which it could be. I mean, this list expands massively once you do that. Almost got the meta bay while we were waiting, but it's 900,000, and we can't quite afford that yet. Alright, to the Argo, we are going to chill as we... Up. We needed to go to the mech bay. We deliberately went to there. Alright, Vindicator. Refit. You lost a jump jet. I'm really tempted to rip your jump jets out because we don't really use them. Weapons. ERPPC. Pop. That would be really cool if we could do that, but we would need like an ultralight gyro or an XL engine or something. And that's just not going to happen. I mean, let's check. Does not have enough crit slots. If I drop the machine guns... 1 ton over there. That's 1.5 tons. I'm 6.5 tons over. That would never work. But that would be a cool thing to do. Oh, and it only recoils 1 versus 2. And this one has a recoil of 1. Scrambles for 1 accuracy. Yeah, so it's just flat out better. So damage 55 versus damage 65. Stability 61. Heat is 40 versus the heat of 40. Oh, wow. I did not realize they were the same. So this is just going to be a straight upgrade to the mech. And because of that, we are probably going to keep them jump jets. So equipment, jump jets. I have 6 of them. I may as well use them. Put that in there. It provides a little bit more protection from criticals. And that'll take us 4 days. And yeah, that's a pretty nice upgrade.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Manage and put it above. Yeah, we'll do that. The Javelin needs a pretty significant overhaul, so we're not going to be able to field mechs probably until after we fix that. Alright, Javelin's fixed. Mech bay. Tell me how badly did it get broken. Oh, we lost the fusion core. And the ultralight gyro. Ooh. Pull everything off. It's going to take you 2 days. Interesting. 3 heat sinks. The machine gun ammo because that blew up. And the fusion core and the ultralight gyro. Did we lose? Huh, you didn't have an electronic countermeasure. Interesting. So that's not great. What kind of fusion cores do we currently have? Got a 170, but this was a 160, wasn't it? Yeah. Not good. We're probably just gonna relieve this for now. Just to get it patched up. Get it out of there. But we're going to have to wait for the Firestarter anyway. So how's that going to be? Vindicator's going to be done, then the Firestarter in 9 days, and the Javelin needs a full overhaul. So Vindicator's done. Woo! That's a pretty significant upgrade to the... Alright, so the crew is bubbling with enthusiasm about a local endurance competition. In the morning briefing, Darius, Eck has requested permission to compete. Given the general interest, I'd like you to make the call. Seymour says, let him go. It'll be entertaining. We'll give shore leave to Eck, because Eck's not really a frontline pilot. He's one of our better ones. And he got the trait Athletic. Excellent. So pilot enjoys physical exercise and competition. We got to get him a actual bay to exercise in. We should probably start working out those upgrades soon. We're about to have a financial report soon, though, so that's going to suck. Eck returns to the Argo later that week. You see him in the mess hall regaling listeners with tales from the race. Commander, thanks for letting me participate in the endurance competition, he says enthusiastically. I didn't win, but I feel like I did pretty well. Those locals, wow, they have endless stamina. I managed to keep up with them for a while, but on the way I got tired. Spending 24 hours baking in an overheating mech cockpit is probably less exhausting. So that's really nice to have. We might bring Eck along in the next mission. After all, we're about to... Ooh. Financial report, as well as all of our mechs are fixed. Alrighty, so we're paying out quite a bit of cash here. We're going no effect to our current purchasing. Alrighty, so let's check out the mech bay so I can show you this mech. Our brand new Firestarter M modified. I don't quite know what to call it, but I'm thinking the Stealth Starter. So, this Firestarter, as you can see, is packing the small lasers, which don't deal a lot of pinpoint damage, which, you know, could be a bit of a problem. But it's cold, and I've only got single heat sinks. So, its heat efficiency right now is 42 of 48, which means we should be able to run it quite quickly. We have 5 jump jets on this thing, so it should be able to fly. And we put in a really big fusion core on it. It actually has a tabletop movement of a 6'8", or 6'9", which is really nice. We've also max armored the heck out of it, except for a few points in the legs. Actually, we're missing one over here and one over here. Yeah, I'll do that. We got max armor up top here. The null sig system for +2 maximum evasion, +2 evasion pips gained for movement, -35% reduced visibility in cover, 35% reduced signature on enemy sensors, 10% weapons heat from weapons fire generated more. So that's a little bit rough. And we also got the Guardian ECM. So this should be really, really fast and nimble and stealthy, which was the goal, and I'm going to hope that it works out the way I planned for it. If we manage to pull this off, it should be an okay support. And the fact that it's got max armor all around means that it can get shot at from all around and hopefully not die. Cross your fingers. Alright, so we're going to check out our MechWarriors real quick. There is a Guts over here with our overheat threshold, but I really am saving up for that next level of gunnery. I want gunnery 7. I think it's a fantastic thing to have, and the only one who has it right now is Varangian. Coach could learn piloting, which, you know, minus stability damage, which is really good, but he's so close to getting gunnery 6. I think he's currently able to play video games right now because we have a higher tier of the video game pod. Ek is a 6553, and honestly, he's the next, probably one of the next closest pilots who can replace Synapse pretty soon. And he's currently in high spirits, which is a good thing to have. I think we bring him along on this one. He is punch, and he is multi-target. Punch and ace pilot would probably be better, or maybe punch and tactics, because you can reserve down. I think we'll probably bring Ek on this next one. The gunnery will be the same. The piloting's a little less. Do you have a massive increase in piloting? Piloting 6, +1 max evasion. Ooh, no, I can't. I've got to rely on Synapse just a little bit longer. But the next upgrade for Ek definitely is going to be his piloting upgrade, just to give him a higher chance to hit. Punisher has no upgrades he can get, although he's getting really close. Shotel needs to spend more time in the simulators. And Varangian, he just recently got gunnery 7. And Synapse, well, Synapse can get a level of guts. Yeah, we'll do that. Help out that mech just a little bit more, because it is going to be pretty hot. So he needs to impress me if he wants to stay with this company much longer, because we're actively looking to replace him at this point. A dishonest pilot who's going to steal medical supplies, that's not acceptable. You can't ever have that. So, alright, satellite surveillance, hot landing, 3 of 13 would be pretty good. We don't really need cash right now. So, yeah, let's hit Pirate Lance, and let's hit it for a lot of salvage. For 1.5 skulls, we might run into a couple of medium mechs. Throw the Firestarter in there. Alrighty, so that puts us at 1.5 skulls. So, let's go rock and roll. I'm enthusiastic about this. I'm really hoping this Firestarter works out as well as I hope it does. The idea was kind of to be very similar to the Phoenix Hawk, but having more numerous weapons. So the Phoenix Hawk really can't get all that close. Well, it can. It's pretty gosh darn fast. But it's got large lasers for backup. This is hoping to sort of even out the problem we're currently having with our Phoenix Hawk, where you miss with the large laser and then everything else is just kind of wasted. So, satellite surveillance pictures show that a heavy lance was inserted into the planet's... Wow, I'm completely screwing up the accent. I'm going to restart that because I've got time. Satellite surveillance pictures show that a heavy lance was inserted into the planet's surface by a dropship. Currently, we believe they're securing the LZ. Preparing for whatever operation they have planned. Before they finish securing the area, we'd like you to interrupt them. They're heavily armed, so expect strong resistance. But they are pirates, so that should hopefully mean they're reduced armor. And a 317 payoff should be pretty good. Or was it 314? I think it's 314. But the payoff should be good. We almost see each other. We're pretty close to each other. I like having a light mech just to have an option up top. So switching to all mediums is going to be a little bit painful. Alright, dropping down to the bottom. Alright, Synapse, how fast do you go? Holy God! Look at that! Oh my god. That's amazing. I love it. I love everything about that.
Acknowledged.
Go.
Welcome, fresh meat.
We have identified all 4 enemy mechs. Well, we haven't identified all 4, but we see them. So we got a Griffin and a Phoenix Hawk. Are we in range of anything? We are not, because we use small lasers exclusively. Look at that evasion. Alright, you get to move now, guys. Suddenly, from nowhere... Oh, wow. 25 damage already from the left side. How much... So we're being hit hard by reinforcements already.
How can I help?
Punisher, you got an ERPPC, and you know how to use it. 86. Oh, it's both 86. Oh, I sprinted to try and get more weapons on target. 76 and 65. I could hit this Griffin pretty good, actually. But I'm going to walk it. We're going to walk into combat, stride into battle. Line him up. Who do I want? Kind of thinking him. Large laser, 2 medium lasers, 2 medium lasers, and a large laser. He's also got an LRM-5 to back that up. We're looking at a 55-tonner versus a 45-tonner, so armor is definitely going to favor him. So we may just want to wait on him. See if we can't focus down on this Phoenix Hawk. Oh, wonderful. The first shot of that PPC already nails a target. And deals quite a lot of damage. Jesus, how are you nailing me every single shot?
Armor's getting stripped off.
Look at my evasion. How are you just crunching through me? I'm concerned now. Sprint to get that Phoenix Hawk in. We need to give them multiple things to shoot at. And open fire with the large. Oh, crap. Wrong button. That's gonna hurt. Okay, Phoenix Hawk rolling up a couple of steps. Large laser miss. Medium laser miss. Okay, good. That's kind of what I need to see. Because, seriously, gosh darn. The reinforcements have been doing all the movement. Varangian, I need you on the field as soon as possible. I'm going to shoot at that guy because it's a 20% boost. I got to shoot at something that's got a 20% greater chance of accuracy. Scattered a whole bunch of shots all over the mech. We were expecting that. Griffin moving on forward. And they are focusing all their firepower on the Firestar. Can't blame them. I thought I was being clever. But I didn't realize they get nailed by 3 AC-2 rounds. And a lot of them were firing from over this direction, too. What were you? I didn't quite pay attention enough. I'm going to regret that, aren't I? Okay, that was 5 missiles. It's not a whole lot of missiles. We really got to vector away from these guys over here. They're dangerous. They're incredibly dangerous to me. And a quick draw. We got a heavy mech. 1 medium laser. What kind of quick draw are you? You do not appear to be an incredibly well-endowed quick draw. You're a standard 4H, so I don't know why you only fired the one at me. Okay, so the point of this mech was to do things like this. Like, that was the goal when we built it. High speed, low drag, get on top of him. It's a javelin. Not a very good javelin, if I'm honest. And light him ever the heck up. Oh, that was pretty good, honestly. That was actually not terrible. Now the javelin gets to go. What's the javelin going to do? I have a lot of evasion, and I know how to use it. Oh, we still got lots of off-map support coming in. Which is going to hurt a lot if we don't deal with these spotters really quick.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Well, that's good to hear. Hopefully it'll be less than minor. More missiles. Everybody, bring your umbrellas, because we're fighting in the rain. It's not a ton of missiles, but it is supporting fire. Those could be heavy mechs over there. Honestly, the goal kind of was to fight heavy mechs. I mean, I have to be 100% honest on that one. 59, 39, 46, maybe we save that.
Commander.
Can't get a direct line of sight on this guy. 52, 39. This will kind of have to do.
Copy that, Commander.
Come off over into the corner. We get our evasion. Shut off those 2 medium lasers because I don't feel like generating that much heat yet. And that was the problem I was talking about. The fact that that large laser missed was a pretty big issue.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
Yep, we have noticed. Who's moving next? More off-map shenanigans? Alright, we got a Phoenix Hawk moving forward. Firing his large laser. He should be more vulnerable now to being fired at everybody. Oh, I should have sprinted her. She's not moved fast enough to be safe.
I've got your back.
Alright, Punisher. You got my back. You got everybody's back. Your position in Overwatch is greatly appreciated.
I'm moving.
Alright, nail it with that ERPPC. Make me proud. Not quite. But we did get the homing beacon on, which will mean Varangian's next strike is going to be quite efficient. And we're coming up with the Griffin. Griffin opening fire with the large laser. Nailing the Vindicator. Should have expected that. Got to get him in cover. Or at least moving faster. He's a bit too close to the front now, and that's a problem.
Waiting for orders.
Varangian, you're going to get on right on top of them. Oh, 99's across the board. Whoever you target is going to get absolutely cooked. I want to shut him down, but you are just perfect targets. Light him on fire! I think we hit everything. On fire, Prometheus Flame, burning, just having a bad day is what he is. Javelin moving very late, and also moving into a position that I will be able to chase quite efficiently. So we'll be able to chase over here, keep our guard up, which I'm very happy to see. We are outnumbered, and we are in a pincer movement, which is a problem. Another 25 damage hitting. We gotta really start sprinting over to this side of the map. We need some cover going on. And we got mechs now on the field. Structure exposed. Oh, ooh, shoot. Vindicator, your next turn is going to spend sprinting in there. He's not a very fast mech. It's a bit of a problem. And the quick draw rolling up. Shooting all his lasers. Doesn't manage to connect with any of them, nor any of the missiles. The Bushwhacker, too nimble. Too fast for you. Did you cook? You did not. You, on the other hand, are just boiling. You don't happen to have an XL engine? No.
Standing by.
Okay, you're going to keep dogging this guy the whole way through. That's why you're here. I mean, I could, theoretically,
Ready for orders.
run up behind him. That gets me 2 pips of evasion. That's not nearly enough. 2 and a bit. 90%. Let's go with that.
Move order received.
Get ourselves a decent amount of evasion. Yes, we're going to cook it.
Firing full complement on enemy.
And we got penetrating hits already. Structure exposed.
Watch my heat.
Override successful. He's going to have to back out for a turn pretty soon, though. It's a worry. It's a pretty significant one, actually. All these forces from off-map. Oh, God. He's only got 20 armor left on his leg. Not so low. He's got 16 structure left on the leg. They cut right through all 80 pips of armor. Or 80 points of armor. That's just crazy to me. How much damage has been dealt to this Vindicator so quickly. A little bit more damage on the Bushwhacker, but not too much. Which is fine. And we got another mech. Focus on the Bushwhacker. Oh, he's Javelin's punching. That's an interesting choice. Okay, let's see what happens. Didn't touch. I didn't think he would. We have a lot of stealth systems on board here. So, a little bit of stability on him. He's quite vulnerable. Varangian.
Yes, Commander.
Not Varangian. Punisher.
Got my attention.
Time to run. Can I support in any way if I do this? I really can't. I gotta pull him out of the fight here. Right is left, so... I mean, there's just no other way for it. I gotta get him out of here. He's incredibly vulnerable right now, and I've got to make sure that he's not in anybody's face. Phoenix Hawk walking forward and boiling. Guarded entrenched. Shotgun override successful. Okay, that's good. Starburst, if you wanted to walk him, pop him, you might be able to do that, but you are kind of close, which is a bit of a problem. Sprint. You're open, right? You are. Unfortunately, I can't quite get around to your back, but I am going to get right on top of you with a lot of fire and a mech that has an absolute metric ton of evasion going on. Light on fire. Lots of fire. I love the fire. Prometheus Flame. Now he's going to have to spend his next turn at basically max heat. And the Griffin is jumping. That's an interesting choice. Firing at the Phoenix Hawk, nailing her once. I probably should have gotten her on the move a little bit sooner than that. Her center torso armor is not doing well. She's at 50% now. And he is cooking, though. So it may behoove us to run over here. We should probably focus on something. Need a sprint. We got to get her sprinting for her evasion bonuses, which is pretty critical at this point. 2.5? 2.5 ought to be okay.
Roger.
Run up here. Get our evasion going. 39, 65. Turn everything on. Let's see if we can't hurt him. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Penetrating hits. Blew off the arm. Okay, that was great.
That hit something good.
So now he's in trouble. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to salvage much out of this. Incoming long-range fire. Miss and miss. Okay, good. Nice and safe for us. We're starting to get at a range where they can't quite get to us. Although I'm really hoping this javelin does not run after down here, because it's greatly concerning me. Fire starter taking a lot of fire, but not getting any hits. That's like 4 shots. Is that a rack 2? I'm really getting the feeling that's what we're fighting up there. Quick draw on the move. Getting in behind the Phoenix Hawk, but he is so boilingly hot that he's just having a bad time.
Yes, Commander.
Synapse, you are also boilingly hot and having kind of a bad time. So I really probably should run up and punch you in the side-ish here. Just to chill out a bit. I don't want to spend too many turns over the heat threshold. So we'll get ourselves a whole bunch of evasion, and we'll punch him in the leg, which is exposed the leg. I don't know if that's going to do anything for me. More fire coming down on the Bushwhacker, but the Bushwhacker is very evasive and quite tanky at the moment. 1, 2 hits so far, 3 hits from missiles. So we should be able to survive, hopefully a little bit more fire. We got to get Punisher into a corner where he can start laying down long-range fire support. The ER PPC is designed for that sort of role. It does a little bit more damage than the normal PPC. It didn't generate any more heat, which absolutely stunned me. If we could grab another ER PPC... Oh, no, he's not that Griffin. Javelin coming back in. Looks like he ran? Looked like it. Didn't manage to nail any hits on the Phoenix Hawk, which is good. He did get rid of some of his stability, so he did run. Okay, you're on fire. How much damage do you currently have? Not a lot.
Waiting for orders.
Starburst is... He's not. Okay. Not good.
Orders.
Yeah, you're going to keep running. You're going to keep running into the back corner where nobody can find you. That way you'll be safe. And also you're getting rid of your heat, which is good. We're getting a punch coming out from the Phoenix Hawk. I suppose that's the only thing the Phoenix Hawk can do, and it did hit, which is not grand. -1 initiative. Ooh, that's really not good. Heat is still critical. Shutdown override successful. Unfortunately, it can't explode. But we can at least keep its weapons offline.
I'm here.
How close could you get to this guy? Actually, no. We really do need to focus on the heavy mech first. So we got basically right here. 78s. Can I get closer? Yeah, that's much better. Wait, no, that's the Phoenix Hawk. I don't care about the Phoenix Hawk. Show me him. Quick draw. And sprint. That will be much better.
I am the wind.
Speed. That is what you are. You are permanent speed. Boil him alive, please. So a couple of penetrating hits. All the flame mech is off. The mech no longer can do things. So we are controlling him quite well. The Griffin rolling on up. Is the Griffin going to fire everything? Lasers. Yeah, he's firing everything. He's going to stay over the line. And you've brought yourself kind of into range of me, so I'm probably going to walk up to you and light you on fire. Because your ammo explosions are right there.
I'm here.
Okay, Starburst is going to... How good of a shot is this? 99s! Starburst, can you sprint into this force just to get a little more evasion going? That's what I really want, if I'm honest. 94s, I will take that. For the evasion, for the defense. Turn off one of the lasers, that'll be good enough. How much CTs you got left? 70. Starburst, you're gonna... Yeah, you're gonna cook him. I'm really worried about what's... Oh, he ejected. Good. Okay, so we should get 3 parts about from there? Because we blew off a side torso. And also we blew off an arm. Long range fire's coming in on the fire starter. So there's probably 2 more heavy mechs. So I'll be interested to see what those end up being. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't feel so bad about ruining the quick draw. That's gotta be a rack too. Gotta be.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
That's a lot of damage eventually.
I'm ready.
Okay, get ourselves a little bit more evasion. Put me in cover, 2 pips. On the back of the Phoenix Hawk, which means it doesn't get to get damage reduction. Is it fast enough? No, I think that's got to be it if we want to do this. And I really kind of do want to do this.
Roger that.
Alright, light it up. I think. Yeah, you're nothing, but you are vulnerable.
Primitive.
Okay, getting a whole bunch of penetrating hits. Fusion core crit, gyro crit, so he's really unsteady now. And he's on fire. So
The red line.
there is that going for him. Gonna have to punch next turn with the fire starter. He's only at 5 pips of evasion. But we are in cover. Duck and cover. I just built this fire starter. I'd rather not lose it. 1 hit through. We're probably going to lose a pair of small lasers before this battle is over. More mechs moving up top. And more missiles. Focusing the Firestar, they can almost see him, so they're going to lay waste to everything around him.
Losing armor.
But you're alive. That's the key. Javelin is vectoring on who?
They're getting an angle on me.
Yeah, rear attack. But that's okay, because her rear armor is great. Her front armor is having a bit of a problem, but the rear armor is fully intact.
Talk to me.
You can get a shot there. It'll help you walk in. I'll get a narc beacon planted on that javelin. I'm on board with this.
Roger that.
46% chance, which nailed him. Nice going. So there goes half the mech.
Punched right through his armor.
So, unfortunately, I think the no, does he have a CT only? No, we took out one of his SRMs. Alright, so the Phoenix Hawk was waddling.
Getting the angle on me.
Missed with the one shot that it had. And emergency shutdown initiated. He is offline.
Yes, Commander.
The Phoenix Hawk, she cooked to do that last attack, didn't she? 28.
I'm ready.
Varangian. Light him on fire. Actually, get more maneuverability going, and then light him on fire. So, 2.5. That's about what I'm getting. High speed, low drag. Oh, we got a Jaeger mech. 2 AC2s and 2 AC5s. Okay, so it's not a Rack 2. It's almost as bad, though. So, pouring the fire on. Pouring the fire on, literally. And he's shut down. Heat critical. Heatsink destroyed, which is going to make him even more. Oh, LRM ammo just blew up. That worked out great. He spent too long over the red line. Something we try to avoid because, you know, we've lost mechs doing that. But, alrighty. So what are we going to do next? Yeah, we're going to get behind you with a decent amount of evasion. Because you shut down, right? No, the Phoenix Hawk shut down. So the Phoenix Hawk should be an easy pickup now. So give me a sprint. I'd like a rear shot if at all possible. If not, I will just get distance because I need speed and defense. Is there a better position I can get to? Kinda not really. Not if I want to still shoot at this guy, which I desperately do. Get around to the back.
Time. Let's go.
Turn it on. And 28 left. Well, we're going to go for that CT. See if we can pop him open. I don't think we did. Knocked down, though, so he is going down. And that is... 3 of 4.
My heat gauge is
Oh, crap.
pretty high. Too hot. Got to
That's a
calm down.
problem. Yep, I made a mistake. Oh boy, she's going to have to survive all that fire. And it's a lot of fire about to come her way. Stop shooting her. That left arm is not going to last. Or the other one's the left arm. Alright, Synapse.
I'm receiving you.
Do you want to save people? And be cool doing it? You can't get around to his back. You can, however, get around to his. Unfortunately, he's not vulnerable right now. I can't afford that, can I? That's the real question here. Can we afford how much heat I'm about to put on this mech? 5540, 5291. There's really not a whole heck of a lot
Acknowledged.
not in the center stack. So I think I've gotta.
Roger that.
Because if I can get enough damage down, stability check failed, that's a knockdown. 16 armor, or 16 health left. 1 of 3 remaining.
Heat damage.
And avoided the shutdown, okay. I can't keep pushing that line though. That's far too, he's far too much at this point. So we're gonna have to chill him. Incoming fire on the bushwhacker, good, good, target that for now. I mean, it's not great, but I'll take that over you targeting my other people at this moment. Because, yeah, she's cooking. She's cooking bad. We've got to get the bushwhacker in amongst these guys. Unfortunately, the bushwhacker is having a little bit of a problem right now. He's hot.
Orders.
You can see your target from here. Yeah, you can pot him. He is in the stage, I think. We're gonna shoot and move. Shoot and scoot.
Triggering an alpha strike.
Okay, tore him apart. Good, good. Happy to see that.
That's one less hostile on the field.
And now you're gonna... Honestly, you're probably gonna move sort of somewhere. I just don't want to be seen by the universe, which can be a bit of a problem. Right is left, right? Yes, so we're gonna do that.
Roger.
Guarding ourselves, hopefully, a little bit.
Orders?
Varangian, there's only one mech currently left. If you charged up on top of it, you'd be revealing your back a bit, but penetrating that armor should be easy. Down to 5 rounds, though, on the LBX. You stepped on her. You would deal 30 damage. Not quite a kill, but he might bail. It'll give me an opportunity to cool off, which I kind of need. So we're going to pull away. Yeah, we're facing our back, but we got a lot of evasion for it. And I need the turn to chill out. Nope, you hit the leg. That was not good. Oh, and then the fluid gun. I forgot. I should have turned that off. More heat. Enemy turn. We got movement going on. We got bad things coming. Jaegermech can't see, though. Okay, starburst.
Waiting for orders.
Restart. She's online. Okay. And the Phoenix Hawk is going to stand up. How? Oh, because it's moving in the assault phase. It's finally back on. Improved to unsettled.
Waiting for orders.
Ooh, I'm just going to cook. Which honestly is not bad. Cooking is not terrible at this moment because it should take them a little while to get to me.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd actually kill him with that one. Oh, wow, head hit. Never mind.
Heat sinks can't vent fast enough.
Okay, next turn you're running behind this. You're running behind this little rise here. Okay, rear attack. We were expecting that. We were definitely expecting this. One hit. Just the one. Okay. That's why we have lots of back armor on this Bushwhacker, because it's designed to nimbly move in and out of places like this. It's literally exactly why it's here like this. Alright, Nor's cover. Looks Nor's guarded. We're not guarded, though. 1, 2 more hits. I gotta save how much ammunition he's got in the fluid gun. Alright, Punisher.
Got my attention.
Good. Because it's time for you to end this. Hopefully.
Follow my lead.
Fall back a bit. Line it up. Oh, it's gonna cook us a bit. Machine guns off. No, machine guns on. We're gonna cook a little bit.
Giving him everything I've got.
Good, good. Punching through. Lots of damage. Good. That's what I want to see.
Take that as
He's
a
not
lesson.
dead though.
Too hot. Need to cool down.
Next turn, he's gonna walk back into here. He's gonna chill out. He's jumping. I wouldn't have done that. But that's just because I have a personal preference for life. He can't be punched here, which, you know,
I'm here.
is a good advantage on his part. Move back here. Line it up. It'll be good chances to hit.
Coordinates received.
Get ourselves cover. Get ourselves some evasion. We are going to go over the red line again.
Alpha strike.
Because I want to kill this Phoenix Hawk. And I got it. Okay. So Phoenix Hawk's dealt with. We've got the front
Keep an eye
line
on my heat, Commander.
destroyed. So current status of the unit. Getting really low on armor with the Phoenix Hawk. Super exposed on that leg. I don't know how so much fire got nailed into that leg alone. The Bushwhacker is great, and the Javelin is cooking and needs to hide.
Commander?
Okay, so I'm actually going to reserve. I think I can survive the reserving. Because they can't see me just yet, I hope. No, they can't. Okay, I'm going to reserve all the way down to the assault phase.
Let me know when you need me, Chief.
I want everybody to move first. Okay, so it's a tank, a lighter vehicle, and I think there's one more mech out over here.
Ready for orders.
So Varangian's chill. Varangian's happy. And Varangian's going to stay just out of range. And brace. Okay, enemy turn. Let's bring them into us. Let's get rid of their high ground advantage, which they have a considerable amount of. And I'm going to Go right here.
On my way.
And brace. It gets us under heat now, and now we can be aggressive. Unfortunately, I did just reveal myself. That was a mistake. Okay. Punisher.
Talk to me.
Punisher needs to spend a turn not firing the PPC. So... if I shoot from here, what am I dealing with? Okay, if I just fire the PPC, I am cooking. Okay. So I've got to move to fire my support weapons. Let's get a bit of a sprint going on here. Can I get the narc beacon on? I cannot. So right is left, so I got to bank off on this side.
Moving as fast as I can.
Turn off the PPC, we're going to chill it out, and we're going to tag him.
Firing on the enemy.
Blink. Missed. Unfortunately, he has not hit. But that's okay. We should be okay.
You gotta
Hopefully.
wait.
Yes,
Starburst
Commander.
also suffering from significant heat problems. Starburst is going to do a similar thing. She's just going to run up, and she's going to chill.
Roger.
So end that. Get that heat down. Heat is a very important resource to manage, and if you don't, you're going to find yourself in a very ugly spot. All right, we're going to get a really good shot off to the side here. And, okay, so there are 4 in this unit. So, do I target you? 83 versus 55. Gonna go for a headshot. Just spray some fire into it. We got an AC5 crit. I think we missed the head, though.
Take that.
I'd like to have gotten that headshot, because that would have been very nice. Bulldog. Okay, so you're what? 2 AC2s. A lot of AC2s in this group. It's kind of scary. By kind of, I mean it's very scary. Now, the cool thing about this Firestarter is it can basically run the map. It's incredibly fast. It's got mask, it's got a null sig, it's got everything you could ever want. So, no touching. Did not touch the Bushwhacker Excellent. Next turn, we're going to run up to him. We're going to light him on fire. We're just going to have fun with him then. So, at this point, we're going to reserve down. I don't think they can see the rest of the lance. They might. But everybody's evasive. Everybody is defensive. So, I want them to move first because I want the lance to move as a group. I want us to move together on this one. Because we're going to be jumping at a heavy mech. Granted, it's not a great heavy mech. It is a Jaeger mech after all, but it's there. Although it does kind of make me regret that I didn't take the Jaeger mech on the last mission. Although we got Alice parts out of it. We got a null sig. We got a lot of good stuff. So you're equipped with heat equipment, a vehicle flamer, and that's probably an Inferno weapon.
I'm your spaniel.
Alright, Varangian, do we run you in first? No, we try and open holes in the armor.
Right.
That's got to be the first thing we do. So, if I fire from here, I am large laser in 59, 76, 76, and all. So we're gonna risk it a bit. We're gonna start paying in armor slightly, but we've got to start opening up holes because that'll allow the AC-20 to really do its work. Because it's an LB cannon,
Got my attention.
it's designed for that sort of killing. If I sprinted, I'd be looking at 81s. So no difference between sprinting and staying in cover. So again, right is left. Can't really cover it as much as I want to, but I'm fine with that. Turn the ERPPC on. Let's not make that mistake. And target him.
Damn you for making
PPC going down. Okay, open up a torso. Great. And he's been blinked.
I'm receiving you.
And Synapse has a whole ton of small lasers, which should scatter open even more. So right up on top of him. This is going to push our heat gauge quite high. But that evasion. As long as we don't cook it too bad.
Locking in all weapons.
Lots of fire going down. Crits on both autocannons.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
And override successful. Okay, but he can't do that again. I can't risk having him explode like that, or lose his evasion so close. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make him shed his evasion, which would have been even better, but we are going to be able to get quite a bit of fire down.
See how you like this.
So light him on fire, and fire all the autocannon shots. I think we only missed one. He's on fire, he's burning. 45 heat, so we did miss one of the flamers, but we blew off an arm.
Warning, critical hit.
I expect him to punch, but maybe not. Fired a single laser. He still has 2 autocannons. He must be trying to get under the heat value. His heat is critical. No ammo explosion yet. We're working on it. Oh, we are working on it. Bulldog rolling out. Bulldog continuing to fire on the Bushwhacker. The Bushwhacker's still pretty tanky. Still has a decent amount of armor. So we're spending our armor in other places, but they're still focusing on the people who still have a lot of it. And we are inspired.
The dog war.
I think we run up here and we kick. It'll be about 40 damage, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is he's in among them, and he's dealing damage, and he's got a lot of evasion when he does it. So let's get rid of our heat, and step. Good hit. So he's down to 5 left. So a couple of small lasers might be able to take him out. Scorpion is on the roll, and shooting back at us. 1 hit, and only 1 hit. That evasion really working for it. The nullsig plus the ECM suite plus the high speed. Oh, it's all coming together here. And the hunter rolling it up, trying to overheat our bushwhacker. It's probably going to hit it with the flamer, I think. No, it didn't. Didn't touch it. Wonderful. Okay, now Varangian.
I will be done.
He's open in so many spots with Punisher. Punisher, you still have a good shot here? You do. Open up that CT if you can. Nope, blow off the right torso. So he has 2 health remaining.
Punch right through his
If we
armor.
knock him down, he will have no health remaining. If we knock him down by blowing up a torso. Which, you know, is entirely possible. Ace Pilot, pull off to the side. And how's he doing? I can blow off that other side torso. And that's which side? Oh, I can see it.
I'm here.
So we'll roll right on here where we're not a target.
On my way.
And open fire.
I have it.
I'll just blow off that side torso. Knocked down. Heat mech shut down. He's dead. Oh no, he ejected. Just before the mech fall to the ground, he bailed out of there. So that'll be a decent number of Jaeger mech parts right there.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, Starburst. You've got a hunter with your name on it. Shut off the mediums. Shut off the small. We'll chill out a little bit while we just fire a single weapon. Nailed it. Excellent. I'll have to see it. And then the enemy may move. Are they going to focus? They are going to focus on the fire starter because he's right there. Oh, structure exposed plus machine gun fire. So that's going to be expensive to fix, but he's not going to be in too much pain because of it.
Orders.
I really hesitate to do this because it's not going to be a ton of evasion. It's going to be 2. Oh, so good, your back armor. How many cannons you got? How many cannons do you have, Bulldog? 50 damage is what he can deal. And the fire starter is currently sitting at 30. If he doubles up on any shot, he'll do it.
I'm ready.
But I'm going to risk it because I think I can kill the Bulldog before that happens. Alright, run up, kick him in the back, and if you hit that, you will destroy it.
Position confirmed.
Come on, hit that back armor. That's all I need you to hit. Anywhere else, and you're going to kill yourself. Got him. Wonderful. Alright, so we are down to just the Bulldog and the Hunter.
Uber eliminated.
The Hunter, I don't think, is going to have a shot. It might have an indirect fire shot, but I'm going to focus my efforts on the Bulldog. Because it's got twin AC2s, which is kind of scary. Evasive and firing on us. Okay. But not managing to get much through. Not managing to touch us at all. That bushwhacker just too nimble.
Orders.
Do you got a shot? You do. Can you get a side shot? You can't. 76. I love it. Fire.
Aye, aye.
Okay, we got an open side, which is wonderful. And we're just going to sit here. I don't want to generate too much heat. So let's see that side. This is the right side of the tank, which is off over on this direction. So that's not ideal. Can I get a side shot? Not quite. Okay, how about I go here?
Double time. Let's go.
Honestly, I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about the Hunter. He generates heat, which will shut off my mechs. But most of my mechs that worry about ammo explosions... Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Critical hit.
Oh, we killed him. Good job.
Watch my heat.
And now just Varangian.
I'm receiving you.
If you step on him, you will deal 30 damage. And how much health does he have? It is on this left side, which I don't think I can get to. No, I can't. So how much armor did you just have on the side? 90? 60, 20, 120. Really, it kind of doesn't matter, does it?
Rolling.
Potential opportunity to hit him in the back.
Rolling appetit.
All cannons, fire. Almost out of ammo. We are out of ammo for the fluid gun, and we completely peppered everywhere that he has.
My flamer's empty.
And now the enemy gets to move. Hunter rolling on. Opening fire. Just not touching him. I love this bushwhacker. I love this bushwhacker so much.
Orders?
Sprint. Hi, what are you dealing with back armor? Your back armor is actually in a pretty good spot. So 43 and 45. So I want to get to the right side of the mech. Or the left side is just as good, honestly. Ooh, like a race car. I just need to get better heat management. If I can get better heat management, I can also start throwing things like machine guns and stuff on it, which would really help the effectiveness even more. Okay, lots of good hits on the front.
You've got my attention.
You got a shot? Just line them up. Pop them. Good show. Okay, so that's everybody. Took a little bit more damage than we intended. We really did. I'm quite baffled by just how often they were able to nail the leg on the Vindicator. We almost lost it. But aside from that, I don't think we had any major penetrations. There may have... I think the hand on the Firestarter was also penetrated. So 125,000. The leg on the Vindicator, the hand on... Yep. So we didn't actually lose anything, though, so that works out pretty well. So it's going to be in the shop for a little while. Nobody actually took any injuries, which is great. Alright, so how much Jaegermechs? Only 2 Jaegermech parts. How many quick draw parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 quick draw parts. Kinda sucks. We're not going to be able to get a mech out of it, so let's see what we can grab aside from that. And we'll get mechs as just extra asides. A beagle would be nice, but what would we do with it? Not much, honestly. The additional sensor range is not something I really care for. I don't need that sort of equipment. So really the beagle doesn't bring me much, other than being a cool piece of equipment. Like, it's cool, I like it. Double heatsinks, I don't want to spend an entire salvage on a double heatsink. We could get a ton of fusion cores. I've got a 300, I do not have a 260, and I have a 270 or a 175. So we'll grab that fusion core, and we'll grab the Jaegermech is a 65 tonner. It's got a 4.4 no versus the quick draw, which is a 0.42. Strucker Cavalry. Does the Jaegermech have anything special about it? Restricted actuators. The Javelin we're not interested in at all. I have no interest in a Javelin. Griffins are a similar thing. So either 2 Jaegermech parts or quick draw parts. We get 10 additional salvage pieces. Do I need much of this equipment? Not really. Case, I have a case 2, I believe, just sitting there. We definitely don't want IC engines. IC engines are terrible. Internal combustion engines are only designed really to be used on vehicles. So we'll grab the 2 Jaegermech parts just because. Let's see what else we get. And we got a quick draw part. Good. That'll be nice for the next time we get up to. Got a couple of autocannon 2, an autocannon 2, some machine gun ammo, a few LRMs, SRMs, which would be nice. Didn't get any more fusion cores. We did get a hand. We can put that hand on another mech. Ooh, I should have thought of that. Should have grabbed as many hands as I could put them on the Phoenix Hawk. Because the Phoenix Hawk is missing both of its hands. It's very much Anakin Skywalker at the moment. Well, worse than that. Alrighty, so not a terrible mission. We didn't pick up really anything super much yet, but we're working on that. We are steadily increasing our supplies, and as we do that, we'll be putting ourselves in a position of more easily able to just grab 1 or 2 mech parts to build a mech, or 3 mech parts to build a mech in the case of the Jaeger mech that we have. So we're starting to get kind of close on that, which I'm feeling pretty good about. So 56,000 for repair, so we came out of that with a little bit of profit. And I want to check the mech bay at this point for stored mech. Alright, we of course have my very favorite Atlas. Oh, I can't believe we got it. Yes, it's a downgraded autocannon, but we're going to upgrade it. It's going to have an AC-20 again. We're going to throw all sorts of things into it. We just need 3 more. Okay, so we're actually rolling at a pretty decent number of heavy mechs at this part. Got a single quick draw part, 2 Jaegermech parts, a single catapult part. Actually, 2 catapults, but this is a primitive catapult, which we are not going to keep. And a Dragon 1C, which I like dragons. We need to get it at some point. We're still sitting on 4 parts for a Thunderbolt. We need it. Just 1 more and I can build a Thunderbolt out of this. 2 more and I can build an Eris, which is a Super Thunderbolt, which has the Quirk War Goddess, which weapons, damage, and range, which this would be awesome if we run into one of these to kill. In the medium value, we still have 3 parts for a Pirate Bushwhacker, 3 parts for a SLDF Royal Kintaro. Other than that, we're kind of building a porcupine on occasion, and we have 2 parts for a Strix. And for the lights, nothing really of note at this point. I may sell some of these because they're not interesting to me at all, like this Panther. Yeah, we'll probably sell more stuff like that, but we don't need to right now. We're doing pretty good on cash. So, let's just manage our tasks a bit. 3, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, we need to do a little bit of patchwork. A little bit of repairs on some of these mechs. Nothing too much, though. Alright, that's going to do it for today's episode. Not too bad. We managed to get some more supplies for other things. Eventually, we will build up enough supplies so that on some future mission soon, we shall get ourselves actual mechs, which I'm very much looking forward to, because new mechs is always fun. It's like Christmas, and we're getting very close to Christmas as it happens. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode